Welcome to this short demo of how the netvote system by Consent.io can help you as an FMCG company to rediscover your customer base and stay always in touch and up to date to how they feel about your products. We call this turning each of your products into a real-time data gathering sensor. The way to do it is simple. All that you need to achieve is for your customers to be presented in one way or another with a simple URL link that is unique to each one of your products, and by opening it on any of their devices browser, they will be presented immediately with a fun and easy and intuitive tool that allows them to express their sentiment about that particular product. It's in a sense crowdsourcing your data and sentiment by consent, and by adding machine learning algorithms on top of it in real time, you'll be able to achieve insights like never before, or even automated knowledge discovery and be presented with the answers before you've even thought of asking the questions, such as what type of customer prefers this color or this taste of our products? Are customers who buy this product introverted or extroverted? What type of, and even monitoring your marketing campaign efforts. A simpler way to think about this approach is a market research tool that was built from the ground up with the customer in charge and at the center of it, but bearing in mind consumer culture of today, placing the tool more close to the popular social networks as user experience and perception rather than the classic surveys or pollings. By having an industry, by transitioning from an industry-centric to consumer-centric design, we can ensure a greater response rate and a return rate for your customers so that they see this solution as a tool that is not a questionnaire but a communication tool to let you know how happy or not they are with the particular product. If you look at the left, you see a representation of the classic approach. Your organization discovers a need, it drafts a questionnaire, distributes that questionnaire that encompasses several product categories or markets, waits for the results that are gathered from a controlled group or a paid pool of respondents. You draft your reports and you look into the insights. Our approach is to make an interaction around each one of your products, uh, even your sub-brands or different markets, so that your customer, your client, no matter how their number, place, or situation, can be proactively asked to assess, rate, give feedback on each one of your products. Something that people nowadays do all the time in social networks, but social networks not being designed with the business processes in mind, lack the ability to give the satisfaction to your customers that would come from you actually responding to their sentiments. This would allow your customer to express sentiment for a particular product at a particular time and place whenever they decide it's applicable, and you'll get the real-time results, real-time analysis, automatic reports, and automatic insights. A continuous ongoing process that is more akin to you seeing a weather map made of the sentiment of your customers across all your markets, geographically or product category wise. We can enable this automatic dialogue with an unlimited amount of your customers by presetting behavior of the conversation interface robot that we've built, so that if a customer expresses dissatisfaction, the robot will ask them or tell them different things, as opposed to when they're happy with your product or they absolutely love it. And demos of this is what you're seeing now on the screen. If the customer in this case says that they're unhappy with the quality of the toothpaste that they just bought, they first of all see that most other people actually like it, so they derive that this must be some kind of an anomaly. They're asked whether you can call them or email them, and they're asked to describe the issue, thus helping to solve the problem instead of just being frustrated by it, and enabling you or your call center to proactively call them instead of asking them to do the same. In the case when a customer is in love with your product, you can reward them for it by giving them a discount or some kind of special offer, or write out inviting them to be part of your team in a sense by becoming beta testers of your upcoming products if they would like to. Or you could ask them some more questions that are not only formulated by you and triggered by specific sentiments or markets, but can be changed on the fly in a matter of minutes. All this data is transformed and visualized in real time by our dashboard, uh, with the aim of having a very quick and easy overview per product category or per market, so that you see what's going on in that particular time. But you can also delve deeper and look at particular products and the breakdown of the data by gender, age group, location, see it even visualized on a map, or explore the various particular answers of the additional questions that you decided to ask your customers. You can do so even in more detail if you wish by using our data exploration engine, which aims to apply all the classic statistical formulas on top of all possible intersections of the variables within the data set generated about this particular topic. This aims to allow you and your colleagues to focus more on noticing some curiosities or outliers instead of rummaging through all the data and numbers. And once you select any kind of variable, you can tell the system to use it as a leading variable and plot accordingly. Uh, and last but not least, all this data can be piped directly in real time via our API into your preferred dashboards, the instruments that you currently use. We have tons of data we hear very often. The trick is to know what types of data you need and what types of data you already have. Because maybe, and most often this is the case, the data that you already have is mostly generated by sales and by ad hoc um, surveys or market research experiments that rarely overlap with each other. So this does not allow for you to always be up to date as far as your customers' opinions and profiles are concerned, and does not allow the accumulation of relevant data in time. What we do is add a parallel channel. Without displacing any of your current practices, we simply enable you to passively or proactively, as much as you want, depending on your particular needs, to gather data by simply using what you already have, but enriching your current data stack with social media data as well as sentiment data per product category, per market, and even per persona. Because once we have this data, you can let the machine do the work and automatically generate and spot what shared traits do the people who are your customers have. The data sources that you'll be getting by applying our approach are, roughly speaking, metadata concerning what type of devices are used by your customers to respond, social media data if they decide to share that with you, and algorithmically derived data from all the data enrichment activities we do as part of our services. All this data is gathered in a fully GDPR compliant way, and we are very much upfront with the end user about what they're doing, why, and giving them the ability to request to be deleted and anonymized. To recap, what we believe is very strong and worthwhile is that we've built this approach with the customer, with the individual in mind, so that instead of with a survey or polling instrument, they're greeted with something that is built obviously for them, that delights them and respects their time, allows them to express themselves clearly, consciously, and quickly, and rewards them every time for it, but at the very least sharing some of the insights with them so they know that their opinion was counted and it matters. And we're able, through our partnerships with you as our clients, to tell them that this is so worth it because management will hear about it, understand it, and be able to act on it. So this way your customers can become agents of change by sharing their opinion with you in a constructive way, and you can ask them only relevant questions, questions that are dependent on the time, place, person, product, topic, and sentiment they've expressed, so that you don't ask all the questions all the time to all of the people. It would allow them to help you identify problematic areas before they've become huge issues. It would allow them even to report to you by scanning and uploading a photo and OCRing the barcode of that photo, which factory this particular product batch was made from, so you're alerted in time about this. You'd be seeing the management overview, a simple list of, um, in a sense, the stock price changes of your product's reputation in front of your customers, an overview that works on all of your devices, even your mobile phones. You'll be able to see the breakdown per product category, topic, or anything you choose to. And last but not least, you'll be able to enjoy benefits across the various fields and endeavors and departments of your organization, ranging from HR to R&D, of course, marketing, but also building a stronger bond and trust with your customers at large, no matter their numbers, because our pricing is not determined by number of respondents or responses. Our team is strong in software engineering, big data, algorithmic analysis. Many of us have had long years of experience in the market research industry, political consulting, PR, business development, and philosophy. As well as we're backed by a group of investors who carry with them a big number of years of experience as top level executives in various international corporations. Thank you very much for your time. All your comments, ideas, and questions are welcome, and feel free to get in touch.